Hi everyone, and a huge warm welcome back to the channel, and a very warm welcome if you're new here today. Okay, today's energy, pre-shuffle, getting an energy of somebody who secretly still loves you. They're still in love with you, but I'm getting that they're almost saying bad things or doing things that don't actually show they're in love with you, because they're finding it hard to get out of a situation they're in. So I'm going to have a look at that, what their feelings are and why they're not doing anything about it. Okay, before I start though, if you would like a personal read, if you just click on the title below from a cell phone, I'll take you to the description box. Otherwise, just underneath the advert, the link is in the description box there to the website. And also in the description box, there is a free relationship reading, which I think you'll find interesting. So go check that out as well. Okay, so someone who is still secretly loves you, but they're not coming forward. I was getting that they really still secretly love you because they find you very charming. You're good fun. You're happy, you're always positive, you always used to put them first. You gave this person not just love, but you were just so happy all of the time. You know, you're such a positive person. And they miss that. They miss that. But in my pre-spread, I'm getting that they were, during your time together, if not all the time, but part of the time, they were very distant, they were very cold, they were very stubborn. They got really fixed views on things. They were just extremely stubborn. But I'm just getting for a lot of you that this was just a bit of a facade on their part, that they didn't really mean it, that they didn't mean to be so stubborn and so fixed. I also get, though, for a lot of you, you spent a lot of time apologising. Now, I don't know if you spent a lot of time apologising because it just made the relationship easier, or you spent a lot of time apologising for someone's behaviour. So let's see why they secretly love you and why they're not doing anything about it at the moment. Okay, let's go. Yeah, they love your energy. They love your energy. They love the fact that I was saying earlier, fun, you go with it. You're adventurous. For some of you, you like travel, you like socialising. You know, you take on a new project and you're always there. You're always keeping the home fires burning, but they miss your energy. And they miss some of the impulsive times you had together. It's almost like for some of you, you just impulsively take off somewhere, or you'd make a decision and just go and do it. They miss that. They miss that. Why else do they secretly love you? Yeah, because you never gave up. You never gave up. You worked very hard. Even though you struggled, even though, especially financially, you wondered if you'd ever see any return on your investment, you never let go. You never let go. You were like one in a million. You were one in a million. And you were always focused, and you held on to whatever dreams you had together. You held on. Yeah. A lot of travelling here. For some of you, they just loved travelling with you. You know, they just loved being able to travel with you, to go places, to do things. And also, you also knew when to let an argument go, whereas they didn't. They would just hang on to it for grim life, every last word. But you knew when to let this go. You knew when to move on. And you just had an amazing way of letting the water go under the bridge. You didn't bear grudges, whereas they do. They do bear grudges. They do bear grudges. So let's see why else they secretly love you. They're just obsessed with you. And for some of you, it was the physical side of the relationship. They just find you really hot, basically. They're really physically attracted to you, almost in a chained way. Their personality, like I said, a bit controlling. You know, this person did like their own way, possibly a bit materialistic as well. But very, very attracted to you. Very attracted to you. Let's see what else they secretly still love you. Oh yeah, you were just fun. The fun days that you had, you were quite impulsive. You were game for anything. You were just up for anything. You know, you try new things. You weren't a stick in the mud. You were fun. You were free. You were amazing. And they haven't got that now. They haven't got that now. Let's see a couple more on why they still secretly love you, and then just going to have a look at why they're not coming forward, because they're really missing you. Yeah. They also love the fact that you made a lot of sacrifices for them. You made a lot of sacrifices. There were things in your life that you gave up for them, whether you didn't take a career that you could have taken, or maybe you moved somewhere else to be with them, or you helped them look after elderly members of their family, or you helped them with their family, but you put a lot of their needs first. You sacrificed a lot. And you were always willing to see it from their perspective. You are extremely open. They are extremely stubborn, closed, a bit cold, distance. And again, there's an energy drain here. There's an energy drain. That your energy was drained because you were the one who was consistently being the vibrant, joie de vivre sort of energy. Let's get it out there. Let's do this. Let's try this. And they were just draining. Okay, let's have one more. Oh, the Six of Cups. Yes. They just think about you all the time. They reminisce about all the good days, the happy days. They're very stuck in the past. And they, in their heads, in their mind, they'd like to come forward with a reconciliation. But as I said, that's what I'm going to look at now. Why they are not coming forward. But this could have been someone you've known from your childhood. This is someone you could have met through your children, but you were very happy together. You were happy in your own little bubble, I'm getting. But again, I'm getting for some of you that there was an element of control here. Maybe this person didn't always like you going out to see your family or your friends. But on the whole, maybe, not towards the end, but during this relationship, you were very happy together. Let's just see why they're not coming forward at the moment, why they're not telling you. They're stubborn, and I just feel like they know they're in a bad situation, but they don't want to admit it. They don't want to admit it because I think you told them that whatever impulsive new beginning they were about to embark on wasn't going to work out. It's almost like they left the relationship with some sort of half-cocked plan. And they just didn't seem to consider anybody's feelings. They were in a very immature, childish energy. And you told them this. You knew what was going to happen. But they didn't listen. So let's see why they're not coming forward. Okay. Right, for some there is definitely distance between you, physical distance, but for some they're just still a bit arrogant at the moment. Their plans aren't working out where they are, so they don't feel that they have as much to offer as they should do. They have been very reckless, very impulsive, but they haven't got anything to offer at the moment. Yeah, they're feeling very weak. They've lost their confidence. They're feeling very vulnerable where they are. Their confidence has gone. Their plans aren't going to plan, whatever it is, especially if they've moved somewhere else. If they've actually physically relocated, and I mean, possibly even a distance, that's not working out. Or if they were planning to move somewhere else, that isn't working out either. And they're tired. And they haven't got the confidence to come forward at the moment. What else, please? Yeah, they can't see the wood for the trees. They're just looking at things. They're procrastinating. This is somebody who is just sitting looking at all their choices and not knowing what to do. And they're not knowing what to do because I don't think in the physical realm they have either the strength or the almost like the financial options to do what they need to do. They're very tied to where they are because something hasn't worked out. Now I've got a lot of fire on the table. I've got very strong Leo, very strong Capricorn, but also Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo again. I've also got Aquarius. Why else aren't they coming forward, please? Yeah. They've got a massive failure here. I think for some of them, their finances have failed or their finances are failing. They found themselves in a repetitive financial situation which isn't working out. They haven't put the effort into something that they should have done, possibly financially or work-wise, but they haven't seen something through. So now really the whole pack of cards is falling down on their heads. So I think what they're doing is they're spending a lot of time fantasising about you, thinking about you, wishful thinking, but they're in an energy of not really doing anything productive about it. For some, they could actually be in debt, and for some, they're just too lazy to do anything about it. They secretly love you, they think about you, they fantasise about you, they reminisce about you, but they're either in debt, too lazy, or they've just got themselves trapped in another situation they can't get out of. Let's just have a look at a few more on why they can't come forward. Let's just have a look why they can't come forward. Oh, I just wanted to come out. That's interesting. They are too nervous to come forward. They say they still have a lot of sexual desire for you, but they're too nervous. They're too nervous to come forward. Yeah, they want to though. They want to make this connection. They definitely want to make a connection, but it's just like you're in their head. It's like you're a fantasy that they're not about to make real at the moment. I think they find that easier. It's almost, for whoever this is for, it's a general read. It's almost as if they haven't got the backbone to actually do anything about it, which is not really what you want back in your energy. Because as I said earlier, I think whoever this is they've really drained your energy in the past. Let's see what else we've got, please. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Yeah, there is. It's a very, 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 very strong attraction. But because of their procrastination, possibly laziness, possibly being in debt, it is somebody I think who overspends. And their arrogance and stubbornness has got them stuck. They're stuck. This energy's stuck. And it's almost like you're over here, and they're there, and they're just fantasising about this connection. They're just fantasising it. I mean, you are keeping them up at night. You are keeping them up at night. They're fantasising. Reconciliation, yeah. Someone from your past is returning. Yeah, they want a reconciliation. Let's see why else they're not coming forward. Let's just dig a bit deeper on this. Let's have a couple more. Yeah, they're very wrapped up in things, where they are at the moment. This could be a Cancer. Their home life, or wherever they have based their little selves, is slightly out of control. They're pulling one way, they're pulling the next way. And they just don't know. Their life's almost out of control, but they're not doing anything about it. It's like it's almost like they're in a car that's going down a hill with the handbrake off. And they know it's going to crash at the bottom of the hill, but they're stuck in this daydreamy sort of energy where nothing's going to happen. And for some, the distance is too great again. Or they don't have the means to travel to see you. It's almost like it's just out of control. Why else are they not coming forward? Yeah, they're too anxious. They're too anxious. They're just very, very anxious, and they haven't got the confidence, but they spend so much time worrying about this relationship and what happened and what they could do, but they haven't got the confidence to come forward at the moment. But they know they haven't given you closure. They know they haven't given you closure. Let's just have a few more on why they're not coming forward. Yeah. They're just stuck in a very repetitive cycle themselves that they can't get out of. They're just focusing on the wrong things because they know they've got to make a decision, but they haven't got the strength, possibly not the finances, and probably not the wherefore to actually get off the backsides and do anything about it at the moment. But you are very much in their head. Very, very much in their head. But they are all over the place, really. Their energy is all over the place. And I think the problem here as well for some of the energy is they're spending so much time daydreaming and fantasising about what could be with you that they're not actually getting down to the hard nitty-gritty of work of what needs to be done to actually make a connection with you again. Let's just have one more, please. Yeah, they're under a lot of stress. They have bitten off more than they can chew. Wherever they are carrying a very heavy load, albeit I will say of their own making, because they were too busy daydreaming and fantasising in their life as general to actually make any positive commitments. They're just kind of going this way, they're going that way, whereas I feel that you've actually, offered them the stability, you've offered them this anchor point to come back to, but they just can't see it. They just can't see that all they have to do is make a decision, get out of the daydreaming and actually put some hard work into this. But that's where their energy is at the moment. Yeah, they are secretly still very much in love with you, but not really able to do anything about it at the moment. Let's just have a couple more on see where they're at still. Yeah, they want to talk to you. They want to talk to you. Yeah, they want to meet up with you. They see you as a very good friend still. They do see you as a very good friend still. And they are going to come in with a sudden change. There is going to be a lot of upheaval. I think they are eventually going to get out of their sort of almost daydreaming. I just think they're in a bit of a daydream, really. I don't think they're very good with responsibility. I think you carried a lot of the responsibility. It's just like, if things aren't exciting for them, or they're just get a bit bored, they just seem to disconnect. It's almost like they want to come back to you without wanting to put the hard work in, for some of you. Yeah, they're becoming enlightened. They don't want to be apart from you. They don't want to be in separation from you. Yeah, they love you. They do love you. Yeah, and I think for some of you, you're almost having telepathic conversations with this person. You can feel them in your energy. It's a really hard bond. It's like you've got a soul connection, and you just telepathically in each other's heads. You're definitely in their head. So I feel that when you're thinking about them, Or if you're going, just doing something, they pop into your head, or they're in your dreams, then they're definitely thinking about you. Definitely thinking about you. Just going to see what advice for you. Just advice for you. What advice have we got? I think the outcome at the moment is so that they are just going to be secretly in love from afar at the moment, until their energy changes. I'm going to say whoever this is for today, until their energy changes. I think, if you ask me, Keeley, do they love me? Yeah, they do. Are they going to do anything about it as of today? No. Advice, right, yeah. It's almost telling you to consider your choices very carefully, to make sure that you don't go back into a situation that's all passionate and exciting and wonderful to start with, and also that you don't make a physical move, I'm getting, that doesn't work out for you. That doesn't work out. Consider your choices carefully. Make sure that this isn't just a flash in the pan, especially if this would involve you moving or giving up something in your physical realm. What other advice have we got, please? Yeah, make sure you can learn as much about this as you can. When this person eventually comes in, make sure you learn everything. Make sure that the mistakes of the past aren't going to be repeated, that a good, honest conversation is had. And for the ones of you where this person's in debt or they've got financial problems, make sure that they're willing to put the work in, that they've learnt some lessons, and they're not just going to come back in and take all your energy again and leave you with all the bills, I'm getting, and leave you with all the bills. I can just see someone with a load of bills on a kitchen table trying to work out how they're going to pay them all. Make sure that doesn't happen. Okay, let's just have one more, please. Make sure all the pieces fit, and make sure they fit for you. Yeah. Make sure this person's telling the truth. This is specific. By telling the truth, I mean make sure that they don't come back in and offer an apology, but deep down they just want to get even about something. That's very, very specific. It might just apply to one person, but make sure they're not just coming back in to get even, or they're not just coming back in so they can win a legal case, or they can gain the upper hand legally, or they can come off better financially on a legal setting. So I said that is extremely specific, that message. That's just channeled actually, so I hope that message is for one person. Anyway, I hope this has helped you today, and take care of yourselves and stay strong and always put yourselves first, and remember that you are the prize here. And thanks so much for watching. I love all your comments, your subscribes, your likes. I couldn't do it without you. And like I say before, if you want a personal read, everything is in the description box, and also there is a free relationship report. Go check that out. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.